Shut up and sit down.
What's up, everybody? Appreciate you coming back to the Minx28 YouTube channel. And I want to do a little short video today. Reacting to something that, obviously, if you've seen the title of the video, has happened in the online community. That happens, well, let's just be real. It happens fucking every day when it comes to streamers. And this entire space is just filled with horrible people. Let's just say it like that. Pedophiles. Fuck it. It's just filled with pedophiles. Quite often, some of the biggest names are some suspect ass characters. And, you know, this one, we kind of known something was up because, I mean, the ban that he went through, I think it was like 2 years ago with Twitch, it didn't really come with an explanation. It was just, it happened and that was it. We were supposed to shut up and just expect it. And everyone has always wondered, and it seems that the people who are involved in the decision-making process for the ban finally gave an explanation to it as to why we should probably chalk Dr. Disrespect in the same barrel as James Charles, Jin Bop, Lion Maker Studios, Minilad, Onision, Riot Lowell from Kick. Maybe not that space. Riot Lowell is definitely, he's one of those ones in his own fucking weird place. But yeah, or, EDP and all the others. So this article by PC Games goes over the confirmation and kind of what led up to this. So about, actually 4 years ago, 2020 was when he was banned from Twitch with no real explanation, and Twitch was hush-hush about it, and generally speaking, they try to be hush-hush about why people are perma-banned, the exact definitive reason, for whatever purpose, probably to protect themselves or whatever. But Dr. Disrespect, he's like one of those cornerstone pieces when he was on Twitch, so for him to get permanently banned and there be no explanation, it was kind of confusing to a lot of people. And as you know, Dr. Disrespect, this image of him is his character. It's not actually how he is. It's this role he takes home and he's streaming, it's this persona. So like Alex McGuh says, rumors have been circulating since the 2020 regarding his perma ban from Twitch. And this week the allegations came to light, and so he started a game studio called Midnight Society with a couple other people, and they released him as the allegations started coming to light. So, earlier today, peripheral manufacturer Turtle Beach, also in his long-running partnership with the streamer. Now, in a statement made on X, Beam has addressed the allegations. The Beam is his actual last name. So let's look at his take on this whole thing. And I just want to state this for clarification. This, whether you take it serious or not, whether you overreact or underreact, you have to understand that this is extremely serious shit. Okay? It's extremely serious. Even if nothing happened, the implication that something could have happened is serious. So let's look at his response. So his response is rather simple. The Twitch ban, how I like to make a quick statement. Let's cut the fucking bullshit. As you know, there's no filter with me. I've always been upfront with you guys on anything that I can be upfront about, and I'm always willing to accept responsibility, which is why I'm here now. First and foremost, I do want to apologize to everyone in my community, as well as those close to me, my team, and everyone at Midnight Society Game Studio. A lot of people have been left in the dark about what happened yesterday with Midnight Society, and I and we made the painful decision collectively to have me step down. Our team is full of incredibly talented and good people that have high career ambitions and families, and I never want to jeopardize the culture that we have crafted carefully. Everyone has been wanting to know why I was banned from Twitch, but for some reason outside of my control, I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years. I think the agreement to not speak on these specific reasons is because of how heinous the reason is. And the factor of they just cut him off and gave him all this money because they had to do this to get him out of his contract or whatever. And I think Twitch, being what it was in 2020, where it was getting massive, like, increases in exposure, just wanted this situation to pop and then burst away. Like, that's it. So I feel like that's the main reason why no one was allowed to say anything, because of the, like, crime itself, because of what happened. Not really the crime, but the incident. I mean, in my opinion, it's a crime, but again, for legal stuff. Now that 2 former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations, I can now tell you my side of the story regarding the ban. So this is Cody Connors, a former account director of strategic partnerships at Twitch, who I guess was one of the 2 employees that was making comment, and he basically explained what it is, right? He got banned because my brain just went full dyslexia. He got banned because got caught sexting a minor in the then existing Twitch Whispers product. He was trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon. The powers that be could read in plain text. Case closed, gang. Now, this is interesting because as we're going to continue reading on Dr. Disrespect's response, he claims there was no intent to meet up. But this guy looked at the messages, and now that might be outwardly what Dr. Disrespect claims. It's clear that he intended something. So let's continue reading his response, okay? Were there Twitch Whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. So that in and of itself, not illegal. Could have been a fan and he was just responding to the fans' messages. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. Yeah, dog, no, there was some suspect intentions. They wouldn't have banned you if you were talking to a fan and just responding to their messages and trying to, I don't know, give them a connection or whatever. It's a little Dr. Disrespect fan give back moment. And then being like, nice talking to you, and leaving it at that. You're not going to get banned for that by Twitch, even if they are a minor. If anything, they might like post that shit on Twitter and be like, look at Dr. Disrespect always giving back to his fans and being nice and caring. Anyways, these were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes lean too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Yeah, if you got to state that, problem. We got a problem. Nothing illegal happened. If you got to state that, we got a problem. No pictures were shared. If you got to state that, we got a problem. No crimes were committed. A crime was committed. I never even met the individual. But the the Twitch employee was literally saying there was an intent to meet. Now, again, could there have been an intent to meet? Judging by that last sentence, where he's like, the powers that be could read in plain text, seems like he might have been saying we all can insinuate this was leading towards a meet. Who knows? I'm not exactly perfectly sure, but I will say this. If the situation was enough for Twitch to ban him, inappropriate things were said to a minor who wouldn't be able to properly understand what the fuck was happening. Okay, there's a reason we have age of consent laws. It's because a minor cannot fully process and understand what is going on and can easily be manipulated. So, I went through a lengthy arbitration regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and that case was resolved by a settlement. Yeah, Twitch wouldn't have entered that if they didn't see something there, and that's why they entered that. Let me be clear, it was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges have ever been brought against me. Let's be real. Okay, and let's be real as hell here. Outside of Jeffrey Epstein, what rich people do you know have truly been screwed over for messing with minors? You don't really have any. Because it doesn't happen. And the only reason why it happened to Jeffrey Epstein are not the people he was facilitating, except for one odd Prince Andrew, is because it just does not happen. Which is disgusting, but that's just the way it is. No criminal charges ever been brought against me. Now, from a moral standpoint, I'll absolutely take responsibility. Take responsibility for what? I don't want to have this situation, but this is why we need the fucking screenshots or whatever the fuck that was had. The C to the extent, okay? Because not for, and I don't actually, let me correct that. Not we need it. The legal system needs it. Because if this was going the level of like fucking EDP or Riot Lowell or Onision, then there was a crime committed at the bare minimum to some degree, and it needs to be handled by the court and police properly. If it wasn't that, and it was just him talking to a fan that was a minor and like a parent got upset, then his name could be cleared. I think it's more towards the former than it is the latter. And like, so this needs to go to court. I should have never entertained these conversations to begin with. That's concerning. That's on me. That's on me as an adult, a husband, and a father. It should have never happened. I get it. I'm not perfect, and I'll fucking own my shit. This was stupid. Now, with all this said, don't get it fucking mistaken. I've seen all the remarks and labels being thrown around so loosely. Social media is a destructive zone. I'm no fucking predator or pedophile. Okay, but a groomer is a predator, and they become a pedophile after they've carried out the act. And that's the problem is you're in the groomer zone. You're in the like James Charles zone. And that's the issue. That's the problem is you're at a point where a minor is currently being led towards a point of contact, which then makes you the predator. And once that point of contact takes place, that then makes you a pedophile. That's the evolution of this. And so people are attaching those labels to you because those labels literally happen in subsequent dominoes. Are you kidding me? Anyone that truly knows me fucking knows where I stand on those things with those type of people. Fuck that. That's a different level of disgust that I fucking hate even hearing about. Don't be labeling me as the worst of the worst with your exaggerations. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. But I think I've said what I needed to say regarding the ban itself. That's it. That's what Twitch made the decision in 2020. To my team, community, industry friends that have supported me, I apologize. I wish I could have said all of this sooner. You guys have always shown me and my family love support. Blah, blah, blah. The fucking best community in the circle. If any of this has made you uncomfortable, I get it. You don't have to support me anymore. But just know you have always been greatly appreciated. Trust me when I say this to all my haters that live and breathe on social media with zero life experience. I don't give a fuck about you. Okay, everyone judging you has life experience, dog. Everyone. Every single person judging you has life experience, okay? And every single person judging you knows just exactly what the fuck is going on and is thinking, now, yes, again, we need a little bit more to push him to the point of predator or pedophile. But something suspect happened. Some weird conversations happened because a multi-billion-dollar company, or at least multi-million-dollar, I think multi-billion-dollar at this point, thanks with Amazon support, got rid of you when you were at the top of your fucking game. You were at the top of your fucking game, and they didn't want to take the risk. And you claim all it was just messages that shouldn't have happened. It just gives a big ick. And as for parents, look, Parents, you gotta watch your kids, okay? Yes, and I don't want to be that, I don't want to be that person. It is, but I gotta explain this here. The world is definitely very dangerous, okay? It is. That's just the reality of it. We've got fucking wars, we've got diseases, we've got fucking financial crises and issues, we've got fucking crypto companies and gambling casinos trying to fucking do all this fucking manipulative, fucking psychotic, taking everyone's money, stupid shit. We have a current situation where the world is not per se like about to end, but it's entering a vast state of delusion. And that's dangerous because places that are like wide open all the time, such as the internet, become places where the danger rapidly grows and is uncontrollable. So parents need to be involved with their kids. You need to like have a relationship with your kid, make sure they understand what's right from wrong, not just when it comes to crossing the fucking street, okay? That shit's learned by like age fucking 4. If your kid doesn't have that by like age 4 or 5, fuck it. Let Darwinism take control and move on and produce another, okay? But the internet shit, it's constantly evolving, and parents have to stay on top of this shit. They do. I'm not saying cut your kid completely off from video games and all this other shit. I'm not saying turn into some like super parent Nazi. But you've got to like get a level with your children to where you can understand and explain to them internet safety. Explain to them conversations they should not be having with people who aren't their age. Okay? You got to explain not just the birds and the fucking bees, but the legalese of fucking adult versus minor. And you got to explain that an adult shouldn't be talking to you a certain way. You just have to. Because the reality is, as much as the blame is on Dr. Disrespect, okay, a lot of the blame in this situation is also on the parent. Because this is a conversation interaction that should have never went far. But the parent hadn't properly made the instruction necessary for their child to see stranger signs and to see a conversation going in a bad place. And again, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. This is not legal fact. This is no evidence showing this. But in my opinion, for Twitch to get rid of you as big as he was, Dr. Disrespect said something that could be interpreted outright as essentially pedophilic behavior. That's my opinion. So parents have to do better because the world is dangerous, and more specifically, the world that like a lot of kids are growing up in now, because of the way the world is it's internet plays a part. It's in every second of it. So parents have to be more aware, more understanding. They have to get involved, help the kids out, and make sure they understand when something is off like this. And as for Dr. Disrespect, I don't particularly know, to be honest. I was never a fan. I mean, I didn't really care. And it wasn't a community I was a part of. And also, it's one that, I mean, his fans will each have to come to grips with this in their own separate way. But once again, this stuff comes out with not exactly the most pertinent amount of information, other than just now at least we know what the fuck the accusation was, which I'm sure a lot of people probably had an idea, had a thought, but because we weren't given one, it was all speculation. I hope he gets the help he needs. While, yes, he didn't go the level of, say, EDP, I think that's only because he got caught. Yes, he didn't go the level of Riot Lol. I think that's just because he wasn't able to go on long enough. Somehow, I don't know, the powers that be were on his side, God or something, and led this to be exposed before it became a huge problem. And that might also be because Dr. Disrespect has already had a couple of controversies in the past, such as he cheated on his wife, which I'll play that clip.
As you guys know, I have a beautiful family and a wife and kid. And I want to be transparent that I've been unfaithful. And 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 I'm probably gonna be taking some time away, time off, to focus on stupid fucking mistakes, man.
So yeah, he's had his own controversies. And, you know, he's human. Yes, everybody makes mistakes. He has a problem. Thankfully, the problem didn't go far and didn't have multiple victims. But this is something that it needs to be more than just a long vacation. It needs to be maybe a year or two away from streaming, away from all this other stuff, and get serious help. Okay? Serious help. Get help before you truly go down a deep end, Dr. Disrespect. Like, seriously. Because you got caught this time before you did something. Before a child truly took on some great level of trauma. But if you don't handle this and you get that twitch and itch again, you might be more cautious, you might be more careful, and you might not get caught for several years. And you might have several victims, you might have several problems. And then that wife and that child are truly going to have to see you go to jail and go through their own shit as well. Just all these fucking people are just, they got demons, man. They got some weird, serious fucking demons. We kind of need a little more, but it's not for us to decide. This is something that maybe the legal system would have to take on, and hopefully they get down to the bottom of it. And if some kind of further punishment needs to dole out, then it needs to be doled out. But I appreciate you watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video with anyone that is willing to watch. See you next time.
Shut up and sit down.